Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for your
very
time.
much. All right, thank you.
All right, definitely. We thank Sylvia for making time to speak to us today. Very quickly, your reactions, gentlemen, to her sentiments.
I think, first of all, congratulations on your appointment. I pray day and night for you in this new role because I mean, your work is cut out for you.
Yeah.
And one of the things I appreciate about what she's said is she's alive to the challenges that the Kenya Rugby Union are having. Like, just so that, so is everyone else. So I'm more interested in what she's keen to do moving forward.
Yeah.
Because remember, the season for the sevens has started.
Yeah.
15s, we tried with the repechage. We all know that how that went.
Yeah.
The other thing I like about Sylvia and what she said is she said they offered senior players contracts which they're not comfortable with. It's their right, which is a shift from her boss, who said there's senior players holding KRU at ransom. We are not holding KRU at ransom. Well, I say we, as though I'm still there. But
just as well, you're in solidarity.
yeah, exactly. If we are at liberty to either accept or deny the terms of employment.
Yeah.
And these people who keep saying that senior players on strike, you can't strike for a job that you're not yet employed.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's still, we are yet to see what she wants to implement, obviously, as a union. But congratulations to Sylvia.
Benjamin.
I say congratulations tongue in cheek, because I know for sure that nothing is changing soon. Nothing will change soon. The only thing that will change is a new chairman come March. And that is going to be the determinant of one, getting money into the union, and two, for her keeping her job. It's a political office.
Yeah.
She's appointed. And now she's just been appointed by the board that is there. What will happen is, if there's a new chairman, which there will be, who's not aligned to them, then she'll be kicked out.
So what you're trying to say, she's not right for the position?
No, of course she's done her bit. And the good thing is that we got Sylvia this time.
Yeah.
We got a lady who is a bit tougher, so to speak. And there's a lot of banter that goes on, but we were a bit lenient with her. And she's trying, and we all know what she's outlined as the problems. All of us know what are the remedies to make sure that this happens. Now, difficulties. If you haven't gotten any money, because of this board that sits there, she won't get any money pre-March.
Yeah.
In March, we only have two tournaments to go.
Yeah.
Taking care of Kenya Sevens first. That Kenya Sevens has always brought the money. No board has thought of taking care of the Sevens. It won't start today. When the 15s is on, they'll be sorted. When the ladies is on, they'll be sorted. When under 20s are there, they'll be sorted. It's the same board, so nothing changes, and the CEO can't override.
So the
what
CEO
board
can't
says.
do, but now with her position, with the
Yes.
vast experience you have, Benjamin,
Yes.
what would you advise her? What are some of the things she can...
What I'd advise Sylvia today is she should propose to the board that the running of this game in terms of money, both finding it and running that money that comes in, is done by a private entity, not the Rugby Union Board. All she should dispense is the money that comes to the union to run the secretariat. So this is what happens. Moha comes with $2 million and says, I want to sponsor the Kenya team. So your name is there, Moha is there. Moha decides, he picks an office that runs these salaries and bits and pieces like that, gives the union a portion of that money to run its secretariat. Because then I'll come and say, how much do you need for secretariat for the year? Say 40 million. Okay, fine. He'll take some 40 million. How much does it take to run the women's team? Put it aside within that organization. The under 20s, the men's and the age groups.
Yeah.
So all that money that needs to be dispensed to people, to players, to coaches, and to anybody else involved in playing the game is dispensed directly from this company to the players and those units. If that is not done, the problems, I'm still going to hear them in April and June and July.
So, Lavin, the problems might not be addressed up until the change of that board in March.
Well, you see, everything, it depends on goodwill and how willing you are to talk to stakeholders. One thing I tell the Kenya Rugby Union and the custodians of the game, the moment you look at yourself and you look at a quote-unquote certain group of players and look at them as the enemy,
Enemies, yes.
that's why you've lost the plot.
Yeah.
The senior players are not the enemy. Senior players love playing this game as much as anyone else.
And they've done it before for
And
nothing.
they've done it before for nothing. Let me tell you an example. There was a particular day when I still had hair and was playing for the national team. We had a similar situation. We did not have, the money that was allocated for the Sevens program was not what we wanted as senior players. But one director took us to Impala, Le Pavilion. He sat us down, opened his laptop, and showed us the budget for Kenya Rugby Union that's been allocated to the Sevens. He told us, whatever we do, this is the budget that we have. So what as senior players, we decided, you know what? We understand you. We will not push for more salaries. Instead, what we'll do is that extra money, you push it to the bonus. Let us fight for the bonus. Let us be rewarded for work done. So you see, it was still the X amount of money, as opposed to asking for more to be added. We said, you know what, from this X, take half of it, push it towards the bonuses. But one thing I appreciated about him, he was candid and he said, you know what, hapa ndio mali tuko. But this current setup, that's why you can have a chairman saying to the press, and this is a quote from the press, that we will not be held hostage. Let me tell you one thing. Where's my camera? That's my camera. No chairman is responsible for selecting the team. So you cannot tell people that you will never play for the national team. As who?
That is wrong. It is so wrong to think that you can actually bully the players.
You cannot.
It is nonsense. And I keep telling these guys, don't be arrogant. This game does not belong to you. It belongs to Kenyans. And these players sweat hard and bleed for this country. You can't address them like they're not stakeholders.
Do you have a players' union with rugby?
Ask Polodera what happened when he suggested a players' union.
I was part
Because
of it.
this clearly...
I was part of the formation of this.
Clearly conversation is
And
needed
we were
here,
victimized for
gentlemen,
this. But luckily for me, I was able to fight whilst inside. And when what Lavin is talking about was part of what I negotiated for. And we can't treat these players as if they are doing them a favor.
Yeah.
They are not, in fact, the players are doing us as a nation a favor.
A favor.
Yeah. Do you know what their counterparts are paid? Even as in little teams like Spain and Portugal and Japan, they are paid handsomely to play for their nations. So you come and tell us, oh, just be patriotic, it's okay. I'd rather if they said, guys, this is where we are. There's no money now. If you as the troops went out and fought for this money, fought for the wins, I will find the money to give you bonuses. Everyone will run for it. Any time we've pegged performance to bonuses, the team has done extremely well. So why can't you do that? So you don't have money. Send Lavin and the rest of the guys out. And they come here with 2 cups. Who won't be running to give us money?
Now my question, I want to pause first of all.
Yes.
Before we continue. I see this topic is very sensitive.
Extremely.
Extremely.
We've lived this life, we know.
I can feel the tension in this room. So, the reality is that KRU is still the body running rugby.
Yes.
What can be done to build that rift, or rather what's broken right now between the players and the union? What can be done so far with the situation that
at the moment, both parties, we are here. Our egos are here. And one ego raises, if you address me the way you've addressed me, obviously I'll become defensive and I'll say, you know what, I'll throw my hand to hell with it. But if you come to the spirit of reconciliation and reaching down and talking and actually addressing issues that they are. And you see, one other thing that I don't like about this particular body is you never really address the issue. You sweep it under the rug. And you tell us the players covered the logo of the sponsor. They did not wake up one day and decide, you know what? You address why they covered it. Yes.
For fun.
Before
Cover it. Let's see what happens.
Cover it. Before covering it, you ask yourself, what happened 2 months prior to the logo being covered? So I think we just need to be honest with ourselves and say, you know what? We've messed up here. We promised you this, we haven't delivered. Okay, players, we messed up here. Blocking out the sponsor was a bit too much. So you see, just be alive to the fact
Yeah.
that we are in a place where we need to get out. And I mean, at some point, the rugby has to go on.
Yeah, because even the senior players do want to play rugby.
Yes.
It's not like they want
not only play rugby, play for their nation.
Yeah,
Because-
play for their nation
so
as well. Yeah.
For every tournament I go for, I become not only a better player, but a good ambassador for both myself, my family, and the country.
And the country.
So everyone wants that.
It is
to
a
be
big
in their
deal.
CV. It's a massive deal.
Yeah.
Moha, today doors are open for me, not because I'm the most handsome looking guy, but it's because of the service.
Got it a fresh cut today.
Fresh card, I'm looking nice. Not because of that,
Yeah.
but even the Kinyozi today treats
Yeah.
me in a certain way.
Yeah.
He did it quickly so I could get to studio,
Yeah.
just because of the service to the nation. If you deny somebody that because you're being arrogant, that's wrong.
And you see, the thing is, one thing I have to say about what Benja said, rugby has given us opportunities. So for the young guys like in Olindi coming up, they are caught up. They might not enjoy what we enjoy based on the situation. Yeah.
Definitely.
Because now they have to work from the ground up. Can you imagine that for young guys?
So definitely conversation is needed. Dialogue is needed here.
There has to be.
Players,
Now the problem
players
is
union, maybe.
the problem is this is how the rugby union is. We're the tough guys. We can sack all of you.
Yeah.
And the players tell the players, you can sack all of you. There's players to play.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. There's always be players to play. There'll always be people to coach the game. But don't step on everyone's toes. Do you think
Yeah.
if you send me to talk to those players, they won't be playing for Kenya today? They would be playing for Kenya today. If you send me directly, not that I'm asking them to, they might pay quite a bit of money. But if you send me to those players today, Moha, I assure you they'll play for Kenya. I assure you. I've done it before with nothing.
They've shown it as well before that they can.
There are days, like Lavin is telling you, we're being told we are not guaranteed to get any money within 6 months. And guys played. What is the big deal now?
Yeah.
But if one guy is saying this, if the chairman is addressing you, being the boss, and tells you, first of all, you'll never play for Kenya team. He's never coached anyone. He's never even played the game of rugby. As whom is he speaking?
All right. All right. I'd like to read a few comments here. Don't hate me, man.
No. Moha, do you know the challenges these guys go through? Waking up at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
running through traffic, to beat that traffic and thugs on the road.
Do you know a player was attacked and slashed when we were playing because
So the commitment here
he
is
was
not
at
a question.
Kabete at 6 a.m. waiting
The
for
commitment
attack.
of the players
commitment
is
is
no
not a
question.
question.
Never
No,
question.
never question.
Never question players'
Clearly.
commitment.